Legion Tactical Cutlery. Hold the line! Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grug's here at Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits. As always, appreciate you guys checking out my channel and my videos. And in front of you today, we see the WICING 13.5 inch camp axe. We're going to put it to the test. What are you all carrying today? Today I've got my Langren A689 Tonto Flipper Folder. Let me know what you guys got. Veterans, active military, I always want to say thank you very much for your service. We appreciate you guys and gals. Enjoy the video. Quick specs, let's get her done. This is again the WICING 13.5 inch camp axe. Overall length 13.5 inch. Bit length 5.25 inch. Bit thickness is 0.75 inch and it tapers down. Bit width is 2 inches. Bit steel is 1065 with a cutting edge of 4 inch. Grippable handle length is 11.5 inch. Handle material is beech wood, and the bit weight is a hefty 2.1 pounds. Quick close-up of the WICING 13.5 inch camp axe. You see how thick that is, man. I have no experience with something this thick, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, so a nice bearded axe that any Viking would be proud of. You know, there's that beechwood handle. It's a pretty decent size. Plenty of places to do some gripping on this. Plus, you could do some serious choking up over here to do some finer work with wood, etc. Okay? It does come with this belt loop that holds the axe and a sheath. So it's a pretty nice little package. And it does also come with a 2-grit sharpening stone or puck. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm good to go. I'm ready to test this axe out and see how the thickness works out. Before we get started, I'm going to make a cup of coffee with my Out Nano portable coffee machine and swig a nice espresso. Get ready for the chop. Okay, I got this log. I used it the other day. Again, I'm at a county park, so I'm very limited to what I could use, and I'm very lucky that I have something like this to test out. It's pretty hard, and I think it'll be a good test, so let's give it a go. Now, it's very weighty. I mean, that head is, even though it's 2.1 pounds, it's a heavy bit, but it's doing the job. You know, I mean, this is a nice hard piece of wood and it's getting through so far. And as a camp axe, I don't see any problem with it. It's making some nice cuts, you know, it's not bouncing off the wood that I noticed. You know, you get the chopping at that right angle, and there you go. Okay, you know, more wood to process. So it did a good job. Let's see what else we could do with it. All right, I'm going to try doing some batoning the safe way, but just so that you all see. All right, that's a pretty nice. That's a nice hard piece of center right there. This wood. So the head is still on secure. Okay. By the way, it does come with 2 more of these axe head holders, or whatever they're called. That's nice. Let's. I'm going to try doing a little bit of batoning and see if this splits and how the axe bit holds up. Okay. Probably not the smartest thing to do right in the center. Yeah, but looking good so far. So let's move further back. It's starting to split a little bit. Got some kindling. There we go, starting to split. All right, good. Good, look at that. Check it out. Okay, I knew that the thickness of this head should, do justice. Let's just do the other side real quick. All right, we're looking good. Yeah, that looks good, man. I know it's a weird piece of wood, but it did the split. The head seems okay. What I did notice is a piece of this wood is starting to pop up. So what I'll do is, let's see. There we go. Just hammered that back in, but still, that popped up. I need to let everybody know. Let's see if I could just chop some of this right here. Let me just put this down. See what we could do. With the glove, I noticed that again, it's very, very slick, but with, just your hand, seems to be okay. Let's see. Whoops. All right. Let's try it again. All right, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, so you have some quarters here, right? Let's do this other piece. I want to make some more quarters. Split it, not all the way through, but it did split it. Making it a little bit easier. There we go. All right, check it out. All right, for a campfire, it did okay, did pretty good. All right, I got a little bit different species of wood here. This one's soft, but still, again, if you're at a campsite, it beats buying the wood. So if you need to make this smaller for whatever reason, let's see how this one works out. That was a nice bite, but to be fair, the wood is kind of soft on this one. But you're gonna need something to cut it, whether it's a saw, knife, or hatchet. You get the right angle, and this stuff will go through, All right, let's do one more. Let me see if I could just chop this right off. Yep, so that's good. What helps too is a steady platform. I'm very fortunate that I have the Legion Outpost and the Legion chopping block. Now I did this on purpose because this poses a little bit of a challenge here with the knot. So well, it's definitely providing to be a challenge. Let me see if I can just, there we go, chop that off. Done, nice. All right, cool. Let me see if I can find some other species of wood. So I purposely cut these with my saw. I wanted a little flat section so I could try chopping it this way, see how that works out. Let's give it a go, because I know a lot of people like to do that. Wow, that surprised me. That was awesome. Let's do the other one. Oh, look at that. That's bad. That can't be good. So WICING, if you're taking a look at this, man, I may want to, you know, a different axe. That's coming out again. That's not good. So I got to call a spade here, but let's give it a go. Let's see if the head's loose. No, not yet. All right, cool, man. Let me just fix this up and we'll continue. Okay, got the head fixed up again, all right? So that's not a good sign for me. And before I had, you know, hammered this piece down, the piece of wood, the head started getting loose. So well, let's just keep going. As you can see, that wood I just chopped, nice hard piece of wood. Now let's see if I can just, you know, make a little bit smaller pieces. Okay, there we go, nice. Good. See, you can have pieces for like you know, a firebox stove or your favorite stove that you take out with you. Oh, head's still on there. Let's see if I could just do this real quick, safe. Yeah, I mean, it's making the pieces, you know. Let's try this again. My hand is pretty far away. Here we go, that's nice. Let's do it again. Oh, that's falling apart. Let's try the other side. It's a nice brittle piece of wood, but who cares, you know? It'll all burn. So it did a good job, you know, making some smaller pieces. I got one, you know, let's do another one. What the hell? And then I want to test out the edge on this. That's good. I'll pick that up in a second. There's a knot over there. So let's do it this way instead. All right, cool. Let me pick up those pieces and I'll show you the results. All right, here we go, okay? That's some nice little kindling right there if you need it. And I'm sure with a little bit of time and patience, you know, you can get even smaller. Now let me grab some feather sticks and see how the edge is, because I haven't sharpened it since I hit the work sharp the other day. All right, let's see how my sharpening job did on the work sharp Ken Onion. So just a note, again, this piece is popping out again, so I probably have to replace it, unfortunately. And also, for some reason, my lanyard broke, so I'm not sure what kind of quality lanyard this is, but they don't feel sharp where the hole is where the lanyard goes, so I'm not sure why that broke. In any case, let's move on. It's not, you know, stopping us right now from anything. Let me make sure I get a good piece of wood. Let's see. Let's see how it's taken off the bark. All right, so far it's taken off the bark, so my sharpening job ain't too bad. Now let's see how it performs with just making some curls or feathers or... Again, it's very thick, you know. It's a really obtuse bit head, you know. Take a look at that. It's really thick. I think it's more for, you know, chopping and splitting rather than making something finer like this. And, you know, you always want to, you know, if you want to make something finer, right, you pull out your knife that you have, and then you make your curls, and you can see what a sharp, you know, pocket folder or fixed blade, you know, is capable of doing. I mean, you don't really have to use the axe. It would be nice. It'd be a bonus, a plus to use the axe. but you know, if you're smart, you got a pocket folder or fixed blade. All right, so let's continue. Can't have that in there, right? So let's see. Now, if you just need to make a pile of shavings, it's doing it. And this is a nice dry piece of wood. It's not wet. Definitely taking some effort. But I gotta tell you, the edge feels pretty sharp, and I guess I assume it's because that it's so thick over here, you know, that I'm not getting the right curl or the right angle for the curls. But maybe if you need to scrape something, this might do the job better than a knife. I don't know. So it's doing it, you know. Nothing as efficient as my pocket folder that I just showed you, but it's doing it. And if you need to just make a quick pile, maybe you, for whatever reason, you didn't bring your knife or whatever, you know, you need to make a quick pile of these shavings so you could spark a ferro rod. Now you have something, you know. Not as efficient as I would like, but that's what you carry a knife for, right? All right, cool. Let's move on. Okay, I got another species of wood over here. I'm just kind of curious. This is more greener than the rest of the other pieces of wood that I chopped. You know, it's still solid. It's you know, it branches off. Let's see how this works out. Maybe just a few chops, you know what I mean? And you could see how green it is. But again, I was curious, if you got to chop something a little bit more substantial, maybe you're in the woods and you need to cut down a tree this diameter, let's see how it works out, you know? So there's no bouncing. It is biting in. I know it's a weird position I'm in, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of the angle. Let's just keep going. Probably change things up a little bit. That was a nice bite. Let's get rid of some of this wood over here. Okay, let's see. What the hell, I'll just keep going. That's a problem. All right, well, that's all she wrote, troops, on this one. Okay, a fail in my book. I mean, if you're out camping and now your day is ruined because your axe head just popped off, I mean, I don't know what to say, you know, unless you had, I guess, an extra, what is that, wedge to pop in here? I don't have an extra wedge, you know, and that wedge must have broken off inside the handle. The head's still good, so it's reusable, you know. Maybe I just need to go to the hardware store and pick up a new wedge, or I don't know if that's defective. You know, let me know in the comments below. But, you know, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to be able to move forward with this. And I'm actually kind of glad that I tested out this other piece of wood, because we just found out that that maybe this axe is defective. I'm not sure, you know. So, all right, troops, look, that's it. I wish I could have given you more positive results here. I'm going to contact WICING and see if they'll send me a replacement or whatever, you know, they're going to do. They'll probably tell me to, you know, just to get a wedge and fix it. But as of right now, you know, I really, you know, can't recommend this because it failed on me, you know, and it failed. I mean, what if you were in the woods? You know, you're camping, you're by yourself, maybe with a family, and, you know, these are one of the tools you got. That's a problem. All right. I want to bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day. No more. There are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, please pause on the slides. Check out the phone numbers and the websites and seek the help you all have earned and deserved. Again, I wish I had better news, but these are the facts right here, man. These are the facts. Okay, at the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care. Legionnaires!